What's good? What's good? Welcome to Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine.
And I'm still James.
And we have an epic trailer reaction discussion for you. No Time to Die, the newest James Bond installment starring Daniel Craig. I don't know the chick name.
I do not know her name.
She's going to be the new 007 or something.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you know, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. But before we get to in depth in our review of this trailer, we got intro. All right, we have returned. James Bond, No Time to Die, final trailer. Now, I'm not even sure. I think it's coming out this year. So I don't know. I think it's coming out in November.
Okay.
So it's funny. I went to the movies and I saw the big poster of Daniel Craig and it said 2020 on there. I was like, this movie been sitting on the shelf for down there 2 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They're going to be talking about stuff that's old. They're going to be talking stuff that don't even matter no more. We'll see. But no, looking forward to this.
Yeah.
And I saw, we saw the first trailer. This is the final trailer. And Daniel Craig said, I'd rather slit my throat before I do another, or slit my wrist or something he said before I do another James Bond.
Yeah.
Because Daniel Craig wanted to be out, and they supposed to be getting a new James Bond, but they got him, they probably backed a truckload of money up to him. It was like, yeah, we're going to do this. I'm thinking this might be his, last one.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to do a send-off movie for you. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you're like, all right, I guess. How much money? 50 million? Okay. Yeah, all right.
like just say no to this money. We can take the truck back out. Say no.
Yeah, so it was, somebody said, wow, every movie that Daniel Craig, every James Bond Daniel Craig, he trying to quit. I was like, damn, I didn't think about that. Because in the first one, he's going to quit.
Yeah.
And then Skyfall, he did quit.
That raises some questions like, is it just that grueling, or is it just that, like, what is it about it that he just can't deal with?
I just wish they need to start over fresh with a young guy. Now we're going to watch this trailer, but now when I was hearing that, what's his name, Mr. Robot dude?
Rami Malek.
Yeah, so I was hearing that he might be, now we're not sure, he might be Dr. No. Now, we know they didn't call him Dr. No, but they might be pulling some old con shit they did.
He is, but he isn't, but he is.
Right, which they already did that, though, so they might not do it. They already did that with Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
Because he was Obenheiser, but he was really Blofeld. It didn't work. And it damn sure didn't work in Star Trek.
What was it, John Smith?
He was supposed to have been like John Harrison or something.
Yeah.
They kept calling him Harrison. And then he was like, hey, so Harrison, who is this Khan? I am Khan. I didn't hear you say it again. It's like, man, dude, stop. Nobody, you're fooling nobody.
But like also to the point of like, you try to go out of your way to. We're definitely not using this character.
I know.
And then like,
just stop doing that.
Just stop doing it. Either don't use the character or use the character.
Or just say you're gonna use them.
Yeah.
They keep on trying to fool us.
Like
so.
And even then, it's not like you went out and found a guy who looks like Ricardo Montalban to play Khan.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like no one cared.
Right. They should have got Antonio Banderas or somebody. It did. That'd have been a dope Khan.
Then it would be like, there's no way they picked the exact right guy to play Khan.
Yeah.
Right? He must be this Harrison guy.
Yeah. So anyway, let's watch this trailer, man, and then we're going to give our thoughts about it. So No Time to Die, final trailer.
Make sure we're still recording.
Yeah, we still recording. We should stop because this mug is not working. Watch this.
James, fate draws us back together. Now your enemy's mine.
Okay, so what we're gonna do?
We're just gonna go ahead and try that again.
Try that again. I'm gonna edit that out
once more with feeling.
And I'm gonna get some new equipment because stuff like this, man, just don't need to happen. All right, here we go.
James, fate draws us back together. Now your enemy's my enemy. How did that happen?
Well, you live long enough.
God, they're gonna pull
Hard to tell the good from bad, villains from heroes these days.
We used to be able to get into a room with the enemy. Now they're just floating in the ether.
She still loves you. Did you know that?
What is it?
You don't know what this is. Is she one of them?
I don't know her at all.
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
James Bond. We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be a little tidier.
I met your new 00. She's a disarming young woman.
You ever flown one of these things before?
Nope.
Come on, Bond. Where the hell are you?
If we don't do this, there will be nothing left to save. When you're ready.
You're late.
Have a lot of action, sure.
Can I just have one nice evening, please, before the world explodes?
September 30th. Man, that's even sooner.
Just a month away.
So that was Bond. I'm sorry. No Time to Die, 007. James Bond. Bond. James Bond. Okay.
No, keep going, please.
All right, man. What you think of that, bro?
Action-packed.
Real action looks great.
Yeah. Would have loved to have seen it a year ago. I don't know, man. This is like we've talked about. This is the continued curse of 2020, where it's like I use up all my hype for this movie already. So I mean, I'm gonna see it.
Man, okay. So it looks good. It looks like it might be too much action because I'm thinking like, where they gonna where they gonna squeeze the story in with all this action-packed stuff?
Yeah.
And I think that
exposition dumps.
Yeah. I wish you would have got the girl name while we was off for a second.
I should have.
But the new 00, the black chick, they seem like they pushing her role down to even less.
That worries me a bit because I'm wondering what was it they thought of? Like, what did they notice while they were cutting these together?
Right. I mean, because at first they seemed like she was gonna have a bigger role in the first trailer.
Yeah.
This one, I was like, where's she at?
No,
and they squeezed her in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah. This is also the international trailer.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that changes things at all.
Possibly. And I guess she the new 007. I'm thinking like, well, did he retire and he's coming back? Is that what that was?
Maybe.
Where he retired, but Bond, since you have a history, we're going to give you this one last job. And and she's like, if you get in my way, I'm going to, what she said, put one in your knee or some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
So, yeah, I mean, that's cool, but I'm thinking like she ain't getting no action moments. I mean, that was kind of cool with the plane, but Other than that,
I mean, the new
Bond
girl,
doing everything.
the new Bond girl got more shots in here than she did.
Yeah,
so.
I know. It's like and then if Bond end up sleeping with her, which he might do, she's just another Bond girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the action is off the chain. But since when the damn Aston Martin turned to a Batmobile, it's like that. Are you cool with that, or did you like it? A lot of people liked it.
I expected. I mean, they've done shades of it before,
Right. Oh yeah. It was always gadgets on the Aston Martin.
It's just now they've gone a little too over the top with it.
Yeah, but I think he might have already had. I know he had I think I seen him have lasers at one point on her.
Like I know
turned to a submarine on another one.
Machine guns on it before, but it's like he has full on Gatling guns in his headlights now.
Gatling guns. He might as well do Spy Hunter, Oil Slick, and Smoke Screen.
Everything.
He probably got all that on her anyway.
Yeah. So long as you don't use the theme song, you cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same shit.
Didn't they make a Spy Hunter movie? Like
no, they kept talking about it.
Like no, that's right.
They kept talking about it with The Rock.
They couldn't make it happen, so they turned what they did have for that into a game, and it was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't play it, but yeah, they kept talking about they was gonna do that with The Rock, and yeah, that was just a bad idea. Rock can't even fit in that car. It's like, why are you talking about putting Rock in a small car anyway?
Like I just imagine Rock like being CGI'd getting in and out of that car.
Yeah, like really, dude. So anyway, yeah, the action is like looks amazing, but I worry it's gonna be like it looks like it's equivalent to a Mission Impossible movie. So
yeah,
but we wanted to be separate. Like Bond fans, we want to be separate from Mission Impossible.
That was one thing. This really does look like a Mission Impossible movie.
Really,
and I do have a fear that the story is going to take a backseat to the action. If it does that, it will be a Mission Impossible movie.
That's what because it's so much action. Look like, and I'm thinking like, yeah, that's cool. All the action looks on point, but I'm like, where's the story at? Because I'm interested in wrapping up what they set up in the past 4 or 5 movies.
Because like I would even go so far as to say the little bit of story they tease in this trailer isn't enough to get me interested in what that might turn into.
Right. And then we got Blofeld saying, your enemy is my enemy, so we got to work together. It's like, are y'all doing this? or y'all doing the Fast and Furious formula and James Bond?
They're Hobbs and Shaw now.
I know. So now they just going to be trading insults.
Yeah.
Blofeld, no, that don't work for me. I'm from the old school. Blofeld is always going to be Bond's enemy.
Yeah.
Who is she? She's the girl from the Mr. White's daughter, right?
Yeah.
So is she working for the villain now? Because they alluded to something like she's
either she is or she was. Like maybe she thought she was out, and then he came and brought her back in, so now she's on the run or something.
Right. So they kind of bringing up another female, and now I'm like, was they talking about her, or was they talking about somebody else? We like, I don't know who she is, but obviously he did. Yeah. It's like, okay, everybody that you was with and had some kind of history with is dead, right? I mean, Vesper Lynn dead. Unless she's the girl from Majesty's Secret Service, but she dead too.
Yeah.
Like he had a wife, I forget her name, Teresa something. She died. Blofeld, that was funny how he was happy and stuff, and Blofeld like he did just drive by. He just drove by, bow, 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 zoom. I was like, what the? They just straight did a drive-by, and that was the end of the movie. Anyway, but yeah, I'm like, who is this girl? Because everybody he was with died, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Was anybody? She's the only female left over from all the other movies in this universe.
Yeah.
You know,
you're right. And again, like this is kind of going back to this looks like some Mission Impossible stuff.
Yeah.
I just want something a little more straightforward.
Right.
Like here are your good guys, here are your bad guys. Find a way through. Like maybe there's a double agent in there, probably. Who cares? But like you don't need all of these, heartfelt betrayals of who you thought this. I don't care, man.
Okay, so let's talk about Rami Malek.
Yeah.
As the villain.
Not Dr. No.
Well, we don't know. That was just kind of a rumor.
Yeah.
They were saying that he had seems like he, and it's like, okay, because Dr. No was like in this underwater base or something, and it looks like they kind of in there. Hold on, let's see if I can get something. where was it at? Where it looked like they was kind of like in some aquatic kind of base or something. I think I saw that. Where was that at? I ain't gonna be able to find it because I don't know exactly where it was at. But they was like in some kind of aquatic thing, and I'm like, that's kind of like Dr. No's base, you know. If I can find it. Well, I can't find it. But do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I don't know if
Let me see. I'm just gonna play a little bit to see if
I don't
Is
know
she
if
one
that's
of them?
actually what it was.
I don't know her at all.
When her secret finds its way out,
I know they had some kind of
It'll be
aquatic
the death of you.
platform. that they
right.
showed, so it
Was
might
they
be-
under? Looked like they was underwater kind of.
James Bond. We both eradicate.
Because there were a couple of scenes where it looks like they were in some kind of aqueduct. So
Right, and which is, I guess that's kind of, which is kind of where Dr. No. That's like Dr. No shit. Yeah, like right here.
yeah, so like I think this is some kind of either an aqueduct or some kind of aquatic platform.
It seems like like some kind of underwater thing,
Yeah.
or it's a villain layer.
It's absolutely a layer. You can't look at it and not see a layer.
Yeah, that's what. That's
Like,
what.
that's not even like a private island. That's a layer.
Right, and that's how like Dr. No is under some kind of underwater
Yeah.
thing, and I'm like, it's starting to look like a little Dr. No there,
Yeah.
but we don't know. Now the possibility of, or should I say, the good that for me, what we can pull positive out of that if they start over with Dr. No, that means what I was saying, they can reboot those older movies, and instead of just making the new movies, they can redo the older movies, starting with Dr. No. Maybe not all of them, but some of the ones that didn't work, Moonraker. And then they got so many to pull from. I can't even count how many they had. But if they start, they could kind of redo a retelling of all those stories and link them together too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
Starting with Dr. No, and you skip one, Russia with Love, and then you skip the bad ones, or redo the bad ones. Because Moonraker, dude, oh my God, I had been going back and checking them out. Moonraker, most of
Moonraker is actually
Roger Moore movies. That's when they start to get goofy.
Yeah, Moonraker is actually the last Bond film I watched.
What'd you think of it?
Ooh,
What the? It's like it turned into none of that. By the way, none of that was in the book.
So
when they start floating in space and shooting each other with ray guns, and like, what are you doing? What is this? Who is doing this? And every Roger Moore movie ended where he was banging a chick and M and the other people was like, oh, this is our best agent, 007. Just doing it for my country. And close the door or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, y'all made this dude a joke, man.
Man, like I feel like Roger Moore was like single-handedly responsible for like what most people think of when they hear James Bond.
Yeah.
But like none of the good stuff.
Or all the silly stuff. That's where the Aston Martin turned into a submarine.
Yeah.
And then he came out, threw the fish out. Yeah, those are the silly days. So, I mean, maybe they could redo some of that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should be looking at this as an opportunity to do that kind of stuff. I think because we've gotten to the end of this era.
Yeah, for real.
So
Daniel Craig he looks like he's ready to quit. Yeah. And I see it in his face. And it's like, if you're going to get a new Bond, let's get a new Bond. Like somebody said, like, every movie ready to quit. Well, if you don't want to do it, get somebody else in here that want to do this.
There's no way you can't find somebody who wants to be Bond.
Now, rumor has it the closest person they are considering, it's not in stone, is Henry Cavill. He really fits Bond, like, physically to the T. Now, you will say he's kind of wooden and flat when he acts.
But no, Bond is a stoic, though.
Let me get there.
Yeah.
And he can talk in his British accent, so maybe he can act better without trying to concentrate on not being British.
Because I think the two performances he probably gets the most critiques for are Superman and whatever his character was in Mission Impossible.
Oh, I forget his name. Yeah.
And it's like those are
He actually did pretty good in Mission Impossible,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
but like both of those characters are pretty wooden.
Yeah.
You know, at least the way they come on off screen, you know. And so like I feel like when he's being British, like him and what was that, Enola Holmes?
Yeah. Oh God, you talking about black?
Yeah, like just ooh.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll have an easier time if he's not like trying to be an American, but I don't know.
Right. Yeah. We'll see. But no. That's what I was hearing, and I'm actually. If they decide to do that, I'm not mad at him because he's the best candidate. That's a popular actor now. It's probably some guys that's unknown that would be good for it, but you know, Hollywood, we got to get with a known guy. But if you want to get a known guy, that's your best choice, in my opinion. But he's tied up in so many other properties. I'm like, how you gonna make that work? I guess he can.
Like
I guess he's done with DC. So
he's fairly done with DC. I don't think that they're going forward with anything with him.
Yeah.
But like his name's in everybody's hat. So
right. So I don't know how can they if this is a start of a new universe, they can't bring in another guy because you still got Daniel Craig here.
yeah.
That would only work if they brought in the new guy in this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you could be like, okay, we can start from the beginning. Dr. No, on up. We're going to do another Live and Let Die, another, all them other movies, Rush with Love. But it wouldn't work because now you got Daniel Craig in here. Once you bring the new guy in, they're like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like you're not James Bond, bro.
Oh, I'm James Bond.
I know James Bond, and you, sir, are no James Bond.
You didn't let me finish. I'm James Bond Jr.
Oh God. That takes it horrible.
They had an old cartoon in the 80s, James Bond Jr.
I did not know.
Yeah, they had a James Bond Jr. But anyway,
know that.
knowing James Bond probably got a few kids out here.
Almost certainly.
Anyway, man, that's James Bond, No Time to Die. Looks good. It looks like another Mission Impossible, though. I wish, we don't know exactly what they're gonna come out with, but the action looks so action packed and it looks so high tech too.
Yeah.
That I'm like, dude, it looks like Mission Impossible. Yeah. But we'll see.
Check back with us in a month's time when this comes out. We're definitely gonna get a review in for this one. So.
Yes. All right, we're gonna be out of here. Thanks for checking out the video. Anybody still watching? Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you get alerts anytime we post new videos or if we live stream.
And if you did like what you've seen here today, feel free to drop a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Let us know what you thought.
Yes, we out of here.
Peace.
Peace.